Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo flying insect trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo flying insect trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
French President Emmanuel Macron and his allies this morning launched a fresh week of intense campaigning hours after their party was humiliated last night in the first round of parliamentary elections by the far-right National Rally, RN. Rioting engulfed the streets of Paris last night as thousands of enraged left-leaning voters set light to rubbish, smashed up shop windows and launched fireworks after Marine Le Pen's RN steamed to victory with 33% of the first-round vote. Hordes of riot cops were dispatched across the city, particularly in the French capital's Place de la République, where the police clashed with flare-toting rioters into the early hours of the morning. Macron's Prime Minister Gabriel Attal, who is likely to be forced to resign after the second round, warned that the far right was now at the gates of power and implored voters to block the RN in the second round set for Sunday, July 7. But Macron's centrist alliance is languishing in a distant third place, with just 20% of the vote behind the left-wing New Popular Front alliance on 28%. Le Pen late last night gleefully declared that Macron's party had been wiped out as she celebrated the victory, with the RN now targeting an absolute majority in the second round of elections this coming Sunday. Such a victory would mark the first time a far-right force has taken power in France since World War II amid the occupation by Nazi Germany, a fact not lost on left-wing politicians. Raphael Glucksmann, a key figure in the left-wing alliance, said solemnly this morning, "We have 7 days to spare France from catastrophe." Macron had stunned the nation and baffled some allies earlier this month when he called snap polls after the RN trounced his centrist forces in European Parliament elections this month. Some analysts speculated that the unexpected move could catch the RN off guard and help Macron's centrist party to appeal to citizens as a stabilizing force amid the chaos. But the move appears to have backfired. Many French voters are frustrated about inflation and other economic concerns, as well as the leadership of Macron, who is seen by many citizens as arrogant and out of touch. The National Rally Party has tapped into that discontent, notably via online platforms such as TikTok, and unveiled a host of populist policies aimed at revitalizing the French economy and cracking down on immigration. After yesterday's first round of voting, polling agencies project the RN will win a majority of seats in the 577-seat National Assembly after the second round this Sunday. It is far from clear whether the party will garner the 289 seats needed for an absolute majority to form a government. But their success in the first round of voting last night triggered widespread discontent among left-leaning voters. Barricades designed to keep crowds controlled were overturned as countless protesters poured into Place de la République and climbed the iconic statue showing the personification of France, Marianne. Bins were uprooted, with their contents spread all over the tarmac and promptly set alight as protesters circled touting banners, flares and projectiles. Young women trying to enjoy nights out in the city were forced to stand behind armored cops who forced back the activists with batons and tear gas as firefighters were called in to douse the blazes set by protesters. The first round of this year's election, called by Macron after a devastating loss in the European Parliament elections earlier this month, saw record levels of turnout. Polls suggested 67.5% of people voted in the national election, the highest participation in a regular format legislative election in France since 1981. The final turnout in 2022, the last time national elections were held in the nation, was just 47.5%. Despite the win, it is still not currently clear whether Le Pen's party would win an absolute majority of seats in the new National Assembly lower house in the July 7 second round and claim the post of Prime Minister. The second round will see runoff votes take place in seats where there was no absolute majority, allowing the final shape of the National Assembly to form. The vote could give 28-year-old RN party chief Jordan Bardella, a protégé of its longtime leader Le Pen, the chance to form a government, should the far-right outfit scoop an absolute majority after the second round of voting.